Go on feet, let's go. Get after it, MP. Right near the butt.
I got the $20. You?
What's up, MP?
Season 5. We have reached the halfway point with 3 weeks remaining. Hello, fans! Earn an XP multiplier when playing games in the city by wearing eligible clothing items found in the pop-up shops throughout the city.
Ain't ready, MP.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Indiana Pacers. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And alongside us is Shams Charania, who will be hanging out, chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton is out there with Shepard, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Pistons, Davis out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Duren, then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And the Pistons looking to build on last season, Shams. What's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of their core. And we've seen how the right vets catalyze this young team. So getting those guys back in the mix, that was a big priority this summer, continuing to add shooting around Cade Cunningham.
Counted from distance. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Now Nesmith. Three-pointer, Halliburton on target from range.
Most of these guys in the league love the three-point answer. Halliburton is no exception.
Now Cunningham. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They get it again. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Here's Halliburton. First quarter of play, a minute in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his strategy was for slowing down Tyrese Halliburton, and he said to guard him tightly. Even when he's dribbling the ball up the floor, I want us to be aggressive. I don't want him to have any breathing room. Let's see how much pressure they bring tonight against him. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. 9 points now for T. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Now here's Davis. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Halliburton. Will it go? Duren with the rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And here's Stewart. There's Davis with the 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Changes for Indiana. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Furphy comes in for Shepherd. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But, BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer, too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham outside. Nice D from Nembhard. The Pacers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, we've seen Halliburton be elite for stretches in his career. Not at that level every night, but he's working on being more consistent, and I don't think it's far off for him.
And he drops the first.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Robinson comes in for Davis. Huff's checked in for Indiana. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Pass to Nembhard. The 3-ball. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. From outside the arc. And again, no good by Detroit. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. The 3 is up. Detroit with a rebound. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Pass to Holland. Here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Davis comes in for Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And the Pacers also making a change. Toppin, he's checked in for Jones. And it's the Pacers with the ball. 8-point game. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, VA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Guys?
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Out to the wing. Here's Murphy. The Pacers again can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And Chomps, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
Murphy tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Holland gets the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
Pacers trail by 18. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Launches it. Davis with a rebound. Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Holland. Nembhard against Davis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Holland, and it's Stewart in for Robinson. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Ivica Zubac checked in for Huff. Nesmith comes in for Pascal Siakam. Shepard, he's checked in for Furphy. And Halliburton is subbed in for Nembhard. And we've got 1:18 left in the second period. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Pass to Shepard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Shepard's got his first bucket in this one.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
Davis finds Duren. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Sinks the tray. Nesmith's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what Nesmith does extremely well. Stretch the floor.
Outside for Davis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Toppin, a screen on Cunningham. Shot on the wing. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Indiana Pacers.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing them.
And now, you know it, you love it. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
We've got Asar Thompson, Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cade Cunningham, and it's Davis in at the 2. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Thompson outside. Detroit moving the ball around. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Cunningham passes to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 7 assists in the game.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Shepherd. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Indiana.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Brian?
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. High post Siakam. He's against Stewart. Pass to Halliburton. Takes the 3. The rebound by Detroit.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Davis hits.
He's been incredible tonight. Seemingly scoring at will. Really powering his team forward.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Detroit making a change here. Jenkins is checked in. Then for Indiana, Toppin. He's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for Shepherd. Halliburton outside. Back to Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Let's go with a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight. Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Davis has got 47 points.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Siakam against Stewart. Siakam left side. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test.
Off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Siakam lets it fly, and Indiana again with the bucket.
When Siakam is assertive like this, I love it. I mean, knocking down these kinds of shots is huge for building confidence.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Now the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Here's Furphy. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Pistons on top, leading by 17. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Coach Carlisle imploring his guys to lock in defensively.
Defensive intent.
Pistons will go for a different look here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Stewart comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Davis in for Jenkins. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Zubats, he's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. Shepard, he's checked in for Furphy. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Nembhard. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Shepard is out there with Halliburton. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Ball stolen. In transition. Here come the Pacers. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Isaiah Stewart. First free throw is good. He does not get the second one. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. Think beyond, though, the dollars and cents. It's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 13-point game. Zubats with a screen on Stewart. Halliburton outside, puts up the tray. He got it. Halliburton nails the 3.
Halliburton with the answer was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Detroit leading by 10.
Second personal foul.
That free throw good from Davis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers trail by 12. Siakam. Halliburton outside. Up top, Siakam. Lots of room. Duren pulls it down.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot, and it worked out for him.
Outside Davis. Stewart outside. Outside Davis. Shoots a 3. 1:07 left to play in the 4th. Driving inside. Clock at 6. And yes! Another basket!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Pistons.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
He got it again! Sensational!
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right, and now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Outside Siakam, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. And the second free throw is good. Nembhard outside. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Now over to Dominic Hamel.
60-plus in the win for you. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out? It felt like you could have hit 70 if you wanted.
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to lead. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone or the basketball gods are going to get you.
No one wants that, MP.
Definitely not me. Alrighty.
Over to you, B.A.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long.
Heat.
MC about to tear the roof off.
And go! 6'4", number 8, Buddy Hield. At forward, 6'6", number 24, Corey Kispert. At forward, 6'8", number 17, Onyeka
Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Davis, Isaiah Stewart out there with Durham. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Durham. Out left to the wing. Here's Stewart. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McCollum with the ball. Covered by Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
And that one misses. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
It is a new day. Thank you for the update, Shams. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
And here is Kispert after the 3-pointer from Davis. Shot on the wing. Hield can't hit.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Cunningham passes to Davis. And another 3 for Detroit.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Hield with it. Now defended by Cunningham. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On defense, Detroit. 6-point lead. Here's McCollum. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Wow, look at the touch on that teardrop by McCollum. He made that look very easy.
Cans it from downtown.
and he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talks about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And here is Hield after the three-pointer from Davis. Here's Okongwu. He can't get that one. Great defense that time from Duran. Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Connects again from distance.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
The kick out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Cunningham. Davis has got 19 points.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Now, here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 24 points. And here's Kispert from the arc. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 9-point game. And Davis throws it down hard.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. McCollum outside. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's the drive. Count the basket. McCollum's got 7.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so is Detroit, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're here for Detroit, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Davis comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Thompson is out there with Howard. Then there's Davis. Then it's Robinson. And it's Cunningham in at the point. McCollum passes to Alexander Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Now here's Davis. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. Corey Kispert's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now here's McCollum. This game in 28 points. Good on the three-point shot.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking for the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Here's Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 31 points.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Johnson. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Hits it from three-point range. And it's an 11-point Piston lead.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown. Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Pass to Davis. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. For the three. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
And the basket by Johnson.
Hey, that is a tough spot right there for Johnson to get that done with all of those bodies in the lane.
Cunningham off the pick from Davis. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 8th assist in the game. Johnson outside. Inside. It's stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons fast break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And he knows how deadly he can be off the dribble. I like the assertiveness Cunningham showed right there.
McCollum against Cunningham. Pass to McCollum. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. Down low. Here's Holland. Good work defensively by Johnson.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And so is the Detroit Pistons. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but
one big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a...
Now let's take a moment here for a look at... And that concludes halftime.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. McCollum is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Kispert in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Hield. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. McCollum no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here is Cunningham after the basket by Atlanta. He had a nice open look right there. Davis has got 43 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Cullen passes to Kispert. To the middle. Here's Hield. He doesn't hit that one. Cunningham with some nice D. Davis finds Stewart. Back to Davis. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson outside. Back to Davis. A reverse. Rebounded by the Hawks. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pistons leading by 11. It's stolen by Hield. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys?
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And here is Davis. Following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. Davis kicks to Stewart. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And the jumper falls for him. Davis has got 45 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game. And now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Corey Kispert. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Gabe Vincent in for C.J. McCollum. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Stewart. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Basket counts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that good by Davis.
He was red hot from the three in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
There's 57 seconds left in the third.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Now here is Davis. Non-stop scoring machine here. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kuminga kicks to Johnson. They set the screen. Again, the Hawks good for two. Here's Jenkins. Still scoreless. Davis sets a screen. Fires for three. Good. That's another bucket.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the fourth most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his ninth 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
And Davis wide open. Good. Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And so is Detroit, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. From Beyond the Arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to.
We'll go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. Corey Kispert's checked in for Kuminga. And Hield subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a different look, and again for 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. Kispert wide open, he fires, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the ground.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. Good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Back to McCollum. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
A three from McCollum, and Davis pulls it down. And here are the Pistons now. Here's Cunningham. And no good as it rattles out. And so it's Atlanta with it. Hield with it. Picked up by Thompson. Hield, the pass to Okongwu. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons key by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
Different look here for the Pistons. Reedy's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fella
connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. Good on the second free throw. Davis kicks to Robinson. Holland the pass to Davis. There's 3 pointers off the mark. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
A scoring bonanza tonight in the win. MP, as you're passing 40, 50, 60 points, are you feeling the excitement building in the arena?
I'm feeling it right now. So, yeah, you feel it. No doubt. The trick is, do you let it be its own reward or do you keep it apart from yourself, you know? 20,000 people can give you some kind of ego boost, or they can also bring you crashing down. You gotta appreciate the crowd for what it is, but you have to have your own internal motivation. Luckily, I got that in spades, man. Got that second round chip on my shoulder still, and I'm not gonna let that go anywhere anytime soon.
We hope not, MP. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. See you later.
just going. I was put 14 shot challenges during the games. The kid was
shorter meetings,
everywhere.
right? Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college sporting games with the shorter games and all.
Okay, listen though, let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy when he was guarding the kid.
Canadian basketball has really been on a rise since the Raptors took home their trophy a few years back.
It takes some time.
Makes me wonder
It's so much quicker with the pros.
Yeah,
and honestly, I'm not that great at cutting dice.
I feel that. Fresh potatoes take time to process.
Hey, so this Sunday, eat some hamburgers tonight.
Are you allowed to smile? Like when you make eye contact with a fan? Lightly, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was
That's a little intense. We are at a sporting event. Hello and goodbye.
not at all. Being bigger. Yeah, well, they have both jobs too.
Hey, what's up for dinner tonight?
You have a sit down for everything. Yes, you do.
We don't take no losses, no L's, just W's like hotels. Bounce back like a trampoline if all else fails. Already expected, they know it every time I step in the house. I stay dipped in something they can't pronounce. I do it plush. You can find me at Miller and Lux. I'm a season ticket holder, courtside. I do it tough.
Hey, I love the kids' games too, but I'm just saying it's not apples to apples. They're the Mad Ants, and he would swarm on me though. Coach plays him in full shot clock offenses.
We're planning a trip to New Orleans.
Yeah, I really love the food there. I just ate all day and checked out music all night.
Cool, sounds a bit like Nashville.
Yeah, but at a slower, relaxed, smile pace.
Look, I know he's a two-way star, but the issue for me, I worry that, well, it's about the
Destinations and a big from the best one.
Risky.
But I wouldn't want to be you. Like you sent out some Marvel cameras. I was just about to when I get back.
She was yucky. Must be we need custody of the money tree. See my phone busting, jumping, it's like a buzzing bee. Wasn't it the same? Selling all the fake Gucci baggies at the minivan back then. But they think if anybody asking, Marie Francois did the leather.
You look at college prospects. You think more about how their service year one or what the coach is. Be a little more chill around the house.
Yeah, I remember how my dog was at that stage.
Yeah.
Hey, how was the anniversary party last weekend?
Good to see you too. My parents had their 40th celebration of marriage.
That's a lot of decades. Hey, your parents got married the same year the Sixers swept the Lakers in the finals. Your trivia knowledge is endless.
What's up for this weekend? You want to come over?
Actually, I'll be here. What? I got tickets for the rock show.
No way.
Okay, give me the typical day of a chicken. Oh, well, first, go out with the coop. You go into the run, you eat your cabbage, eat your food, drink your water, you play some toys.
Even more valuable. Send me footage. Man, my back's killing me. When's the last time you did yard work?
Last weekend, but I have one of those nice rideable mowers.
Oh, it must be nice. I got that old push mower.
So, how are the kiddos?
Really good. Yeah. Little Tyler started doing some MMA, you know, for kids. Self-defense thing. It's the cutest thing, actually. Watching him wrestle.
So that's what a monkey wrench is for.
Yes. It also can pop your door open if you don't have a door.
No drills today, man. You can still shoot around if you want, though.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Adebayo with it. Fires in the triple. He now stands alone for second most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81, this is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
What's up, guys? Derek Queen here, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
It's time for some more 2K TV.
And let's tip off with your top plays.
Let's do it. Take it away, Scott Moak.
There he is, man, the myth, the legend.
Association and the Milwaukee Bucks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any destructive behaviors such as fighting throwing objects, using improper language gestures, and in the corner interrupting players. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to injection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Just a couple of weeks into the season, certain rookies are showing they belong in the NBA. Checking out the Rookie Race Watch. And you look at Davis, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to pass him.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. We've got Asar Thompson. Cunningham is out there with Davis. Then it's Duren, and it's Stewart in at the 4-man position. And for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Prince. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
Pass to Rollins. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Inside. Outside for Davis. From deep. Offensive rebound.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And here's Porter. His last outing, he had 20. Turner, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Turner. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Pistons. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Here's Porter. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rollins. Checked by Davis. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Porter. He's watched by Cunningham.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at the Pistons, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And of course, Milwaukee, 8.5 games behind.
Well, I think for Detroit, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Count the basket. Davis has got 9.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Now Porter giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. All right, we've now got
Substitution on the court.
Antetokounmpo inside, working on Thompson. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Prince. And it's Rollins in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, our coaching staff has to be look out.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Outside Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. 14 points for him.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Thomas. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense with a high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Guys, back to you.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Oh, so staggering display of range here. I mean, that took some serious confidence.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. The power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense, he gives you everything.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Porter Jr. in for Thomas. Now here's Porter. 1:56 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Rollins. Here's Prince. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The drive by Porter. Turner passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. 5 on the clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. Outside Porter. No good from outside.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Cunningham making it go in the thick of things.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Porter from outside. The rebound by Detroit. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo finds Turner to end the run, and he lays it in.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area.
Pass to Davis. Puts up a deep three. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You look at the Pistons, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Pistons.
When a team
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. We've got Davis, Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. Then there's Kate Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the three. And that one's good. Stewart.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Yep, count it.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
Here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Stewart outside. Outside Davis. Another three for Detroit.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Back to Porter. There's a screen by Turner. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And the layup is good off the glass. Turner's got this second bucket.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Turner is more than capable of scoring inside, especially when he goes up with confidence.
Davis from long range. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Davis has got 34.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Cunningham outside. Davis looking it over. And stand the Pistons, J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere. And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 assists now tonight. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Porter against Cunningham. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 2 on the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Davis.
Oh,
gets you some.
Show us some power. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Porter's got 5 now.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Left side, Davis. And there it is for him. Davis has got 42 in the game.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Here's Prince. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's the 3. Rebound Detroit. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, swiped away. Now Milwaukee moving it up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams making substitutions here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
But in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Davis, that's good.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Porter looks it over. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th assist in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Davis.
2 minutes.
And here's LeVert. Outside Davis. Detroit moving the ball around. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Turner. Outside for Porter. Here's Prince. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for T.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Porter from outside. Offensive rebound. Bucks. Prince. The pass to Rollins. Outside Porter. There's the triple. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Outside Davis. LeVert left side. Back to Davis. Outside Robinson. Here's Jenkins. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It was all right. Win's always good, but I know I could play a lot better than that.
Ooh, how so?
I get buckets, Jennifer Quintana. You know this. 20 points, that's light work for me. But it's all good. Again, a win's a win. Next game, I know I'll drop 40 points.
Can't wait to see it, MP. Thank you.
Hey, maybe 60.
Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks a lot. And that'll do it, folks.